Hey, you've probably arrived here from the About section on our website. I'm making this video at request from YouTube to give further explanation of the creative work we do on Red Arcade. YouTube demonetized our channel for lack of creative value. However, this video should clarify the amount of time, effort, and creative value we put into the videos. If you're not familiar with Red Arcade, we make gaming compilation videos. There are a lot of compilation channels on YouTube, so we managed to stand out by putting a lot of effort into the editing of the compilations. Most compilation channels will just showcase the raw clips, sometimes with added background music. At Red Arcade, we spend at least 15 to 18 hours editing each video to transform the clips into something unique that can only be found on our channel. This is how we've managed to grow to the size we're at. In this video, I will go over our editing process and show the results of that editing and the creative value that gets added. First, we start with the raw clips. We always have a lot more footage than we need for a video, so we can stick to the clips we have a funny or cool way of editing. We don't like presenting clips without adding something to it. So if we can't think of a good idea for how to edit a clip, we won't use it. After we have a rough idea of what footage we want to use, we start sorting the clips by energy or rhythm. So for example, slow-paced clips are grouped together. This is to make it easier to fit the clips to the music later. Because we use a lot of different songs in the same video, it's good to have an idea of what clips will fit on a certain type of music. Also, some clips work best as individual edits that create a little story inside of the video itself, so we separate those as well. Next up, we start searching for music. Music is an incredibly important part of our videos, and we spend around 1 to 2 hours making a playlist of what music could be used for each video. Once we have our playlist, we pick out our favorite song to start with. We usually do high energy songs in the beginning. Then we start syncing the clips to the music. This is where you'll notice we stand out from other channels. We don't just use music as background noise. We sync everything to the beat of the song. This is very time consuming. However, it's worth it because it makes the whole video flow better. It's one of the reasons the movie Baby Driver is so good. So after we've synced all the clips to the music, we have the base of the video ready. Now we move on to sound effects and doing all the other audio stuff. For funny moments, we usually use Foley sound effects and voice lines or sound bites that can relate to whatever is happening in the clip. The time this takes varies wildly from video to video and is often where we get stuck. After we're done with all the audio work, we move on to adding and animating text and subtitles. This is the most time-consuming part of the video. One thing we like to do is motion track the text to the characters in-game. So for example, if someone is talking, whatever they say will be shown over their head. This is often done frame by frame, meaning we move the text every frame the character moves. Here you can see the amount of keyframes used in our text layers. We also play around with 3D tracking and always try to find creative ways to add subtitles. After many hours of adding and animating text, we do all the remaining visual effects. These are things like zooming in on stuff, showing the kill feed, adding transitions, and other things like that. What we've also started to do is use the Fortnite replay system to record our own angles of the clips. This also takes a lot of time, but it's made our videos so much better. I'll show an example of this. Here's a video in progress. As you can see, there's a missing part that we cut out, which we will replace with our own recording in Fortnite replay mode to add some more creative value. Here is how the final video looks. Finally, we render out a preview version of the video, review it, make changes, and render the final video. All in all, this process usually takes around 15 to 18 hours depending on how quickly we're able to come up with a good idea for how to present a clip. As mentioned at the start of this video, most other gaming compilation channels will just show the raw clips and sometimes add some background music. To show the contrast, I tried to make a video like this and it only took me 31 minutes. If you compare the premiere project of this example video and our usual videos, you can see the amount of extra effort we put into making the videos unique. This is the reason we're only able to upload 3 times a week, while most of the other compilation channels upload daily. In the end, we think the extra effort is worth it and people seem to agree. Sometimes people submit the same clip to multiple channels, and while we always try to avoid clips featured on other channels, it can sometimes happen. When it does, Red Arcade will rarely be the first to use it because we spend so much time creating the best video we can. Even though we're not always first, our 15 to 18 hours of editing work ensure we create something totally new and unique, even though the raw material might have been uploaded somewhere else first. Since we started our channel in 2014, we've always put quality first, and this has been the reason people come back to watch more. This has also given us a great reputation in the community for creating high quality content that adds to the original material. Here are some comments on Reddit discussing Red Arcade. Red Arcade has always struck me as just another clickbait gaming YouTuber, but I checked them out and they put legitimate effort into their videos. Glad to see they're responsible when they source their content as well. I've seen some of Red Arcade's videos. They actually put good edits in them as opposed to throwing a bunch of random clips together. Yo, Red Arcade's content is well made, by the way. They always have their clips well timed. It's really fun to watch. The subtle editing is just nice. This positive reputation has helped us since more people are willing to give us permission to use their footage, knowing we'll transform it into something unique. We're constantly working on improving. We recently launched a new series where we do shorter Fortnite montages that are made in the Fortnite replay system. Here we spend hours creating the perfect shot in game. Atlantic Records allowed us to use their music for this series, so we're able to use more mainstream and professional music than usual. I'll end this video with a few more examples of how we transformed the original clip into something unique to Red Arcade.
We're going in, dude.
Oh, there's one close too. Yep.
Easy backflip. Easy headshot, boys. Yo, double easy headshot. Let's go, baby.
She said, you're the worst, you're the worst. I cannot die bigger than my universe. I don't really care if you cry. I don't really shouldn't have a lie.
Easy headshot, boys. Yo, double easy headshot.
That I can't go. That's a Fendi. For real. She said, oh, you rich. Bitch, I graduated, call me Big Fish.